Good morning. All right, so I'm kind of afraid to talk to the camera. So I'm just gonna do it anyways. Okay, here's what I want to talk about. What do I paint? What do I watercolor? Well, any medium really, but like, where do I get my inspiration for painting? And for me, I think it started becoming easier when I was homeschooling my kids and I got super into the Charlotte Mason method. If you're unfamiliar with that, she's a gal who never had kids and had a lot to say about education, and it resonated with lots of people, and lots of curriculums were built around it. And some of the things she said were incredible. Love the Lord. Like, I really liked her method. I felt like it was super aligned with who I was and how I wanted to teach my children. So anyways, got into that, and part of that was nature journaling. I loved nature journaling. I don't think my kids even loved it as much as I did. None of them have continued with watercolor. Now, a couple, actually all three of them still draw and sketch, which, boom, oops, sorry, I totally violated the right of way. So anyways, I got into watercolor because of nature journaling. But what I noticed happened is that I really started noticing things around me. So what happened was I became a whole lot more aware of my surroundings. And it started with us going out on hikes, intentionally looking for things to sketch and then, color with watercolor. And I still have my watercolor or my nature journal from that season of life. And it's very precious to me. It kind of embodies like the just adventure that we did while the kids were little. They grew up in Kentucky, so there was no shortage of beautiful things to sketch and paint and so on and so forth. So how that affected me was it caused me to really look at the things around me, to the point that I had gone back for a visit in San Diego to go see my parents and my brother Lukey, who has Down syndrome. He's like the greatest. So we went back, and I had never realized what an aloe flower was. So aloe and succulents, they grow just everywhere in abundance in that deserty climate. And we were at the beach, and I saw this beautiful plant with this orangey pink reddish flower, and I took a picture of it, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's aloe. Like I'm pretty familiar with aloe plants. Like, I was growing it in Kentucky, not very well, but it had never flowered. So what's so cool about nature journaling is, bringing it back all the way back around, is it caused me to really slow down and look at the beautiful things around me. And so you don't have to be on a hike. Like the other day I stopped and I took a picture, so I'm real focused on sunflowers for this one video, right? And I was looking around, just noticing all the sunflowers. We just got into September. Late August is when the sunflowers finally seem to bloom here in Colorado. And so my daughter and I had planted some, but they grow wild. They're not as big, they're more bushy here in Colorado, and that was a new thing for me when we moved here. Just these bushes of sunflowers everywhere, and oh my word, do sunflowers bring me joy. My dad used to get me one yellow flower for every year that I was born, and I would wake up on my birthday to flowers in my room, and it was just the greatest thing ever. And so when I was 13, I was like, I want sunflowers this year. It was not in my room, but down on the fireplace, I came downstairs, and I was super disappointed because I woke up on my 13th birthday and there was nothing in my room. And so I was like totally disappointed. And then I came downstairs, and on the fireplace was a 5-gallon bucket with giant sunflowers, 13 of them waiting for me. So anyways, I have a special relationship with sunflowers due to my daddy investing in those memories with me. So I thought, you know, I was seeing all these sunflowers everywhere. I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to paint next. That's what I'm going to make a video about. So I just want to encourage you, like, you know, what do I paint next? What inspires me? Whatever. Like, just slow down and look around. Like, it could be a daisy growing out of a crack in the sidewalk. Like, not daisy. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, once they bloom and then what is that called? Holy moly, it's not a daisy. Oh my gosh. They're weeds. Dandelion. All right. Started with a D. I was close. So you could see a dandelion, you know, in the crack of a sidewalk, and you could even paint the sidewalk. It's beautiful. It's incredible. Like, a daisy growing out of a sidewalk is just like, you know, testimony to just that plant's endurance, you know? So anyways, I mean, right now I'm looking on the side of the road. Check it, baby, check it. Sunflowers everywhere. And then yesterday I was at the bank and there was a sunflower growing out of the rain gutter, like, you know, the wash where the rain goes. I took a picture of it, I'll show you. So anyways, slow down, look around. God's creation is so impressive. You could paint, you know, a bunch of it far away and then a zoomed in portion, you know, like all the little seeds are just, you know, your painting could be a sunflower, the root system, a seed. You could, you know, do like a collage of this plant. And if you wanted to do a dandelion, you could do the stages of the dandelion. Oh my goodness. Like, and then maybe even at the last stage of your dandelion, it could be a cup of tea, you know, because you can make tea out of dandelion. So I've heard. I've never done it, but, you know, I got to get more crunchy granola and then I'll give it a try. So anyways, be encouraged. God's creation, I think, is just the absolute greatest thing to try to get down on paper. And so start there. I can't do people. Man, he created them, but I tried to sketch a person once. Maybe I could learn, but I don't really have any desire to. I love landscapes. I love flowers. I love creatures. So maybe give that a try for your next painting. I hope you're blessed. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope you just pick up the paintbrush, pick up the pencil, sketch it out. Or like on my painting here, like, you know, that I'm doing, I took a picture and then I made like the outline with my iPad, but you could totally skip that part. You could take a picture, print the picture, do your watercolor paper, and then your graphite paper, and then your picture, and just draw on the paper, or on the picture. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me try that again. So you could just take watercolor paper, graphite paper, printed picture that you took, and then you just draw on top of the picture. And then you would have your outline without having to worry about, you know, because watercolor and drawing are two very different art forms. And so sometimes I'll just let myself off the hook. Can I draw a sunflower? Absolutely. Yes, I can. Is it going to take me a whole lot longer to get my proportions, you know, right and pretty than if I just traced it? Yeah. This girl doesn't have a ton of free time. I got to get up real early in the morning if I want to get some painting in every day. So I just skipped the drawing portion for now. If this YouTube channel takes off and I get to not clean houses during the day and I get to stay home and do art, if you want to help me get there, you can subscribe and like and comment and all the things. Anyways, if that's what God has for me, if I get to replace my income that I clean houses, if I could replace that with just doing art, I would love to work on drawing better. And then until then, I'm just going to trace, and I'm not going to feel like I'm less of an artist because of it, right? Okay, well, I'm just about home. It's time to go do the homeschooling thing. And I hope that you have a blessed day. I hope that you are encouraged. the advice wasn't super complicated. It's pretty simple. Just slow down, look around, snap a picture, use graphite paper, have at it. Bye.